it's crazy. I had some time to really think about this. Um, as we know, Fannon Boxing, he's the one that's been spearheading this entire Terrence Crawford is on Ped's situation. Um, and Devin Haney is another one that is seen to be tied into this too. But particularly Terrence Crawford, man. And you got to ask yourself, man, Fanon, right? He's supposed to be this attorney and all this other stuff right now. He has a pretty good YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure he's doing good for himself with his channel, right? Especially making all of these videos bashing fighters and stuff like that, and accusing them of being on peds and stuff, right? But you got to ask yourself, man. He's how old is Fanon? What, probably 50 years old, maybe a little bit like in his mid 50s or something like that. You know how much time it takes to become an attorney. You have to go to law school, this, that, and the third. So my question is this, bro. Where does this dude have all this time to be a YouTuber? And he's supposed to be this big time. I'm assuming most attorneys make a lot of money, right? And the way he talks, he's always talking like he fuck with big time attorneys and stuff like that. So why isn't he? Is he still practicing law? Because if somebody is practicing law and they succeeding at it, they don't have time to make YouTube videos, dude. And if they was really interested in the boxing channel, they would probably have somebody running it for them, or to say at least, they would probably put sprinkle a few videos in here and there. But this dude seems to be putting a lot of time and effort into his YouTube channel. So where's the attorney career at? Where's the time he has to do that, to really practice what he went to school for? And my assumption, he's a failed attorney. That's what my assumption is. Because real attorneys that are successful doing their thing, and another thing too, if you're an attorney, most attorneys, man, that have knowledge of law and stuff, they wouldn't be coming out saying dumb shit like Fanon is doing. When you really think about it, right? On one hand, he says in his opinion, right? And then on another video, he says he's definitely saying Crawford is on that juice. So it's like, bro, you're supposed to be smarter than that. If you really this attorney that you tell everybody you are, you should know better than that. You should know better than that. You should know the ins and outs of how to phrase words, and you should know better than that. Unless he just don't care. He's on his crash out shit and he don't give a fuck. But that's something that I've been weighing. Like, I've been thinking about that for a while, even like for a long time. Like, this dude is supposed to be this attorney dude. Unless like, you got a channel that's based on being an attorney. Like, you do like videos that you kind of like reactionary videos. 'Cause I see some attorneys on YouTube doing stuff like that pertaining to law and all of that, and giving their opinions. Then I could kind of like understand it a little bit. Either that, or you're a retired attorney and you focus entirely on making YouTube videos regarding law. I don't see where he just. I look at him as a failed attorney, bro. That's just the way I see it. Just a personal opinion. Could be wrong, but I mean, somebody that's an attorney don't do stuff like that. And then on top of that, attorneys, you go to school to become, unless something happened to they take his bar license. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I'm thinking anything. We don't know everything, man, because this dude is clearly disturbed, especially when you saw his past videos, and he been tweaking and shit like that on a lot of his videos. So I don't know what's going on for now when it comes to that. But That's just some questions that raise my eyebrows, man. That's really it, bro. I'm more leaning towards he's a failed attorney. Anyway, you know what you think. It's Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all in the next one.